Would you forgive someone who abandoned you when you needed them the most? My father was not a good man. He preferred using his fists to fix problems, and he used his fists against my older brother and I a lot. My older brother, Jeremy, was my protector. He was always the one who turned our father's anger against him, not me. He always jumped in front of me when our father was about to lash out with his fists. He was there for me when our father's words would make me cry for hours until I finally fell asleep. I would often crawl into his bed at night, and he would chase the nightmares away. He was a good brother, until he wasn't. Jeremy turned 18 when I was 14 and just starting high school. Dad had become more violent and unpredictable, and my brother promised me he wouldn't leave me alone with the man. I believed him, but then I overheard a fight he had with our dad one night. I was heading to the kitchen for some water before bed when I heard raised voices. I sat on the bottom step of the stairs and listened. "You can't be leaving," Dad protested. "Who's going to take care of your sister?" Jeremy scoffed. "You will, old man," he snapped. "It's time you stepped up and were the father she needs. If I find out you've mistreated her at all, I'll be back and I'll hurt you." I waited for Dad to lash out at the disrespect in my brother's voice, but all I heard was a small whimper. "You walk out that door and you aren't welcome back here," he finally said firmly. Jeremy sighed. "I haven't been welcome here in years," he muttered. His footsteps sounded nearby, and I didn't have time to run so that he wouldn't catch me eavesdropping. He rounded the corner and froze when he saw me. I had tears in my eyes and a look of betrayal on my face. "You're leaving?" I whispered. He let out a breath and took a seat next to me. "I'm sorry, darling," he said quietly. "I have to go. This is my journey. I got accepted into college. How exciting is that?" He said it in such a flat tone that it startled me. He didn't sound excited about it at all. "You can't leave me with him," I said quietly. Jeremy glanced at me. "Call me if he does anything," he ordered. "I'll be back before you know it." He pressed a light kiss to my forehead and jogged up the stairs to his bedroom. I was frozen in my spot for a few more minutes before I was finally able to move. The next few days were full of my brother running around getting everything packed and ready for school while I hid in my room, avoiding him. Then he came to say goodbye to me. I ignored him as he hugged me, keeping my body stiff as a board. He hid his hurt expression, but I still saw the pain on his face as he pulled away from me and hopped into the back seat of the taxi. I was left alone with a monster. Dad got worse after Jeremy left. I no longer had my protector. He would hit me all the time, but never in the face or anywhere that couldn't be covered by clothes. He brought friends over and drank with them, friends who gave me the creeps and would look at me way too long. He didn't care about pushing me around in front of his friends. I never told Jeremy a word of the abuse because I believed my brother abandoned me. I was on my own. Then one day, Dad punched me too hard in the head, and I woke up in the hospital with a police officer hovering over my bed. I couldn't help it. I freaked out. The sight of Jeremy running into the room was the only thing that calmed me down. He looked awful. His hair was messy as if he's been running his fingers through it a lot. His clothes were rumpled, like he hasn't changed in days. His eyes were red from lack of sleep and swollen from crying. "You aren't going back to that monster," he swore fiercely. "I promise. I won't let him hurt you anymore." I stared at him with no emotion on my face. "You left me with him," I said hoarsely. "You left and this happened." Jeremy bowed his head, shoulders shaking with sobs. "I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Can you ever forgive me? The police have already arrested our father and he's going away for a long time. You'll be coming with me. I'll have custody of you until you're 18. I thought about it, wondering if there was really a better option. With a sigh, I nodded and settled down. "I forgive you," I said quietly.